Okay, so this is day 22. There's the sign up there, it's 10 degrees.
It's cold, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's probably a bit of wind. So day 22.
Is it a big hand?
Yeah, we're looking for breakfast. We saw a sign in the square last night, bacon and eggs, coffee for €5. So we're going to go and check it out because we are hungry and we got some walking today.
Uphill.
25 kilometres. Alright, we're in the square and the restaurant that we saw that had breakfast advertised last night doesn't look like it's open for breakfast. So must be their day off, or maybe they're open inside, just haven't got the tables out, but we better check it out. Making our way out of Astorga. There's our yellow arrow. This is the cathedral. There's a church next to it, Church de Santa Maria, and the main cathedral. Oh yeah, we got our stamps here yesterday afternoon, so... Alright, let's hit the Camino. Well, a couple hundred metres and we're out of the city centre into the country. That doesn't take much. So that's the hills ahead of us. We can see some wind farms and hills. Feet good?
No.
Already?
Yeah, gotta do something with my legs, I think.
Alright, well, let's do it. So a couple hundred metres down the road after leaving Astorga is Valdeviejas. So it's just a stroll, sort of a country road. So here we go, 260 kilometres. This is the 260 kilometre mark. Okay, it's cold today. We're getting a cool breeze. It's coming off the mountain. So a couple of k's outside of Astorga, there's a split in the Camino. The direction is to stay on the sort of country road, but there's an alternative route which is not signposted, which takes you slightly off the, well, takes you off the road a lot, slightly into the foothills and through another village, which doesn't work out to a hell of a lot more in distance, probably about 500 metres or so. But it's not signposted, so you have to keep an eye on your map if you come to an intersection or something. So probably worth doing. It's a very picturesque little bit of the country here. Grapevine here. The pity is it's not grape season, so if it was grape season we could be grazing as we travel. I think we're a bit early. You can start to see some flowers on there now.
Cute little house around here.
Yeah, little cottages everywhere. Old gardens, old walls. Well, that alternative track was quite successful. It was a bit stony. I wouldn't recommend it if it was wet, but it leads you into a little village which I've forgotten the name of, but it's quite an old looking village. I'll try to find it as we get in there. Yeah, they're just dry stone walls, stacked up. Quite a good wooden gate on that one. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Just another ache. Alright. That's the original old stone street. It's like no shortage of stone as a building block. A bit hard to walk on there. Sort of reminds me of those little villages used to walk into in in South America. Remember the little villages used to go into? Peru and that? I don't think they get many tourists in here. So, one of the great realities of Spain, like country Spain like this, is the lack of tourists. You come to beautiful, like rustic villages like this one, and you see very few, handful of people coming through. We found the name. It's Castrillo de Polvozares, which is unusual name. It's all stone. It's a protected, like culturally protected place. You're not allowed to bring your vehicles in unless you're a local. And they've got all these restaurants that serve the local delicacy, which is called
Cocido Maragato.
Maragato. Local delicacy. But
Which is?
We've got to find a restaurant that serves it.
Chorizo
Oh, a whole variety of meats. It's all different meats.
and beans.
Yeah, that's the main things: meat and beans.
And cabbage and potatoes.
Oh, true. Yum.
All right, we're going to find it. It's going to be somewhere. So this is the outward part of the alternative route, and it joins up with the Camino up ahead. I can see a sign back on the road. So that was about I reckon only about 500 metre detour to the total length of the Camino section. So I think it was worth it for the bit of...
The village was pretty special.
Yeah, but also just seeing a bit of the natural scrub. Okay, Santa Catalina de Somoza, and if you look on behind the sign up in the mountains there, that's snow at that altitude. I don't think we're going to be crossing the actual snow altitude area, but we're going to be going up through one of the passes between the mountains ahead of us. So. Sort of perched on the top of the hill here. Yeah, back into the countryside we go. Sensational views, yeah. As long as there's no black ones. The bulls. But yeah, we've got great views up towards the mountains, over the valley. So I think this is our path now for the rest of the day. It's not alongside the road, but it's not a busy road, it's just a country laneway. Alright, it's getting real. We're down to 250, just coming into Ganso, a small town. I think we've got another 10 k's past here for our final destination, Foncebaden. Maybe a bit more actually. They've got us walking down the middle of the road. We'll stop here for lunch. El Gazon. Yeah, so there's some really old rustic places coming in and look like it could be like a scene of an old western or something. We even saw teepees up on the hill there.
There's a cowboy bar here.
Cowboy bar, so maybe it is. Maybe they do shoot spaghetti westerns here. Well, keeping with the Western theme, look at this old church. It looks like it's pretty ancient. It's got the stork's nest up there with the baby stork sitting in it. Cigüeño. Yeah. Just have a look at this old door. Check it out. So if I can stick the camera in through the thing. Well, that's just the vestibule for the church. If you go around the other side, you might be able to see into the... But look at this, the rocks. They've made the conch on the rocks on the ground. Yeah, right. It's a great little spot for lunch. So, plenty of wildflowers again, but plenty of colours on the side of the road. So the trail out of Ganso's got us on a steady rise going up the hill. I think it gets quite steep at the last little bit before Foncebaden. Yeah, some colours, whites, yellows, purples. We're at that altitude again where the pine trees like to grow. It's funny that a lot of the crossings we've done, we always seem to get to a certain point where they have a lot of pine trees growing, so this is that point. But the track's been much the same the whole time, just hovering the side of the road. It's a gentle rise, we haven't felt too overcome by stomping up a big steep hill yet. It's just sort of been gentle the whole time. But I think we've still got another 8 k's to go, so it's a long day. Nice little church. So yeah, there's a river. Sounds like a running river. We're coming to Rabanal, which is from here we've got about 5.3 up to Foncebaden. I think it's all up.
Beauty.
Yeah, beauty. But it's looking beautiful. There really is a nice countryside, and it's pretty nice to walk through. The trail's been excellent all the way. There's been nothing hard. So yeah, what do you reckon? Hour and a half?
Yeah, hour and a half. Get there.
Couple of horsies on the side of the track. There you go, mate. Yeah, looking up there. All right. So this is the Camino out of Rabanal. We got horses up on the terrace. I hope it's like this the rest of the way. This is nice. Oi, watch your step. Whoop. Enjoy your trip. There's some mud. So we're up in the cool mountain, and it's a bit challenging. We've got a bit of mud to get through. Cool mountain trails, and it's been a big drop in temperature. We're sort of out of the wind here, but it's been pretty good going.
Yeah.
We're nearly there. We're within
Nearly.
Probably 2 to 3 kilometres.
How many?
Wait, 2 to 3. Wait, slippery. Okay, we concentrate on this bit. All right, I'm through. All right, we're through. On. So you come out of the forest line, and you're left with a really rocky, slippery, slatey track. It's quite steep in some places, so this is going to slow down your final kilometre into Foncebaden. And we just feel like we've just come over the hill, so the wind's picked up again. Alright, so there it is, Foncebaden. Just a stroll in now. So, probably another kilometre to go. So, Foncebaden, this is it. We are here. It's a bit of a view. There's the sign. There's the cattle. Check us out. Great view down the mountain there. Chaz is feeling pretty fatigued.
Top of the world, I am.
Top of the world. Pretty fatigued, I know that. We are tired. Foncebaden. Alright, we're at our digs. This is the convent, El Convento. We're checking in.